Thank you so much for inviting me. I am Batool Almarzouq, and I'm happy to follow after Patricia talk as well. So I'm going to speak about a new tutorial series that we introducing into the ISCB Academy. So just a bit, the ISCB Academy is a part of the ISB, it's part of the International Society of Computational Biology, and it aims to provide talks or seminars that address the latest advances in the field of computational biology. We've been having a series about COVID, indigenous voices, and we have a webinar series in conjunction with the community of special interest that just Patricia spoke about. One of them is the education COSI, and it's been running for over a year now. But we're thinking about expanding the program as well to offer training. And by training, I mean hands-on tutorial throughout the year. And this is going to start at the 22nd of October, so that's 10 days from now. So the training that we want to provide is not just addressing the new developed tools in bioinformatics, but also with more emphasis in best practices, and particularly reproducibility. I'm going to go back to reproducibility in a bit. But while we are planning the tutorials, we're also thinking about implementing the FAIR principles, as Melissa just explained in her beautiful talk about the FAIR principles. So some of the effort that we're trying to do is sharing our material through GitHub. So we created a GitHub organization account where all the training materials repository is going to be added into this GitHub organization account. We also link in every repository to a Zenodo. We have a Zenodo community for ISCB Academy. So every materials can be citable, it has its own DOI. We are aware that the website now for the ISCB Academy, the page is really hard to find talks or seminars. So we're trying to incorporate metadata by schema. That's going to come in effect hopefully within a month. We're trying to register all the training as well in training registry like Goblet and TESS. We're also trying to add licenses. So we have like some guide for the trainers if they want to add a license, and making their also materials more contribution friendly. We're trying to make like the participant also able to contribute to the training materials, but without overwhelming as well the trainers. We also, so I was very, very excited when Melissa said that there's going to be a checklist and a guide, and I'm very likely to attend actually the talk on Friday. We're also thinking about accessibility. So we're trying to improve in accessibility, and one of the things we're trying to do is adding captions to all the training. It's live captions, closed captions, and this is also improved and added to the recording in the ISB TV. We're also trying to incorporate alternative tags. So all the pictures within the training materials, it can be read by screen readers. I'm aware that's not always possible for sometimes jobbers and some coding. You can't really add alternative tags, but we're trying to do provide some guides, so making the materials more accessible. We welcome any kind of feedback. This is work in progress. As I said, we're going to start on 22nd of October, and any kind of feedback is very, very welcome. I'm conscious of time, so I'm just going to give two examples of two of the workshops that we're going to have in the couple of months. The first one, as I said, within 10 days, and is led by the wonderful Arti and Karthik, and it's going to be about metabolic modeling of microbial interaction microbiome. It's not just going to be introduction about the key graph-based methods and databases, but there is also more emphasis how to make readable code, how to make you optimize your genomic workflow, how to use the cloud when you work in metabolic modeling. The registration link is here. The second workshop that are going to be in November is going to be more about improving the reproducibility in computational biology. And this is going to be led by Anne. And within the workshops, she's going to introduce the Zenodo for genomic summary data, how to use GitHub Action to automate the analysis, how you can use Docker, how you can also implement the FAIR practice within your computational biology analysis. She's going to use end-to-end example with single-cell RNA-seq, so people can apply all these practices, all these examples. This is going to be on the 19th of November. It's not published in the website, but we've created just a couple of weeks ago a Slack workspace for ISCB Academy. So people can join in, ask questions, suggest things, have feedbacks. We also have a mailing list. This is the mailing list. So if you don't like Slack, you prefer to contact us through the mailing list. As I said, we really welcome all feedback, contributions, and inquiries. As I said, our page on the ISCB website is getting updated soon. And last but not least, this work would never be possible without Diana, Venkata, Seth. He's the one who's doing all the webinars. He's getting in charge of the websites. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot.